A smash! Whoa, Bacon Boy, are you smashing that like button? Nah. That's your job.
Wow.
But I have in fact smashed that wildcard button, and it is time to whap out my current team where, hey, it's the Gameweek 31 wildcard draft. Today, gentlemen and gentle ladies, I will be chinwagging with my current draft, the current best ever team I can make, ready to absolutely smash it in the next few weeks. We're at my current rank of just inside the top 100k. I'm going for some spicy differentials in there. I've gone for some of the big boy hitters as well, and I've crafted a very thick, well-rounded team, ready to attack all of the best fixtures for the rest of the season. So let's just get into it, shall we? Where first I will talk about the guaranteed geezers, the non-negotiable ones, the fellas that are 100% going in my team unless they lose a couple of their limbs midweek, and then on to the rest of the team where some of them might well change, where I'll try and keep my reasoning for all the players quite short and sweet, just like me, where hey. So let's do it with the first fella to join me. It is in fact the Sir Harold Kane. He's the top golasso scorer this season, and he also has the most assists out of anyone as well. So I got a feeling he can keep assisting you in getting all of the FPL points. Where he also has the most bonus points out of anyone as well, and he's also very close to breaking his own FPL record. Go on, son, you can do it. But he is in very great form lately. He has a double game week coming up, and he definitely has good enough fixtures, good enough to captain in with the likes of Sheffield United at home coming up soon as well. So he's got the form, he's got the fixtures, he's got the lisp, and he's got to be in my team, never ever leave in. But the next player to join my team and be a teammate of Harry Kane right here, it is actually his good old buddy old pal, his actual teammate in Go On My Son, who has got 13 goals and 9 assists this season, even though he's been a bit of a quiet boy the last few weeks, hasn't he? At all the last 10 or 15 game weeks, what's going on, son? But just like Kane, he does have that double game week coming up soon. We're in that double. He does play the likes of Southampton, which he scored 4 goals against last time. Yes, he's in my team. So yeah, he's got to be in there for me, and he's a good price, so I can just upgrade him to someone else or downgrade him to someone else later on if I want to as well. Lovely stuff. And the next player in the wildcard team next, it is the current top FPL point scorer out of anyone this season. It's Bruno. There is absolutely, no chance I can go without him in my team, yeah? Palace just conceded in the 85th minute. Digne clean sheet. I like it. As no matter what, Bruno always finds ways to score points, doesn't he? Is he gaining a penalty after the final whistle has been blown? Is he diving before the game even starts to get a penalty? The only thing I know he is actually doing is getting all of the FPL points. Well, 16 goals and 13 assists ain't no joke at all, and I have actually owned him for every single one of those, as he was actually my very first transfer in this season. So I've shown him this loyalty all season, and it's not about to end. Go on, Bruno, keep doing it for your bacon boy right here, hey. But then the final 100% non-negotiable player in my team, no chance of not being there, it is actually the Spanish Jordi Alba, Cesar Azpilicueta. He has been the club captain at Chelsea since Tuchel has come in, and is actually the only player to play every game for him in the league since he's come in. Now Chelsea were a bit warbled last game when they just conceding the 5 goals to West Brom. How did that happen then? But let's just pretend that was only due to the fact that Thiago Silva got red cards, and apart from that, they're the best defence in the world. Hey. Well, to be fair, before that, they did keep 8 clean sheets in their last 10 league games, so, quite good, But then they also have favourable fixtures coming up next, playing the likes of Palace, Brighton, Fulham very soon. Hey. I need to stop saying hey. So a Chelsea defender is a must for me, and he is in there for me. And that is it for the 100% players where the contract is literally already being given out. They have been gifted the added bonus of 10 pieces of streaky bacon for every FPL point they return me, and they are ready to absolutely smash it. But next are the players that are very likely to join me, but still not guaranteed. Those are the ones I might be like, those could change, but they're also might likely come into my team. Basically, I've teased them with the contract, but I haven't actually chucked it at them yet. There you go. With the first one out of those being Kelechi Iheanacho, where he didn't quite get on it in his last game against Man City, but to be fair, it is Man City, But before that, he did score 5 goals in just 3 league games for Leicester, who are proper trying to secure that top 4 right now as well. Where they do also have some very tasty fixtures up next, playing the likes of West Brom, Palace, Southampton and Newcastle all in a row. So, it's an absolutely no-brainer for me. But what's great about Iheanacho is, he is literally as cheap as chips, only costing 5.6 million, and is currently only 4% owned, where hey, absolutely sexy differential there, who is very, very likely to join my team. But the next basically guaranteed player to join us here is actually the goal scoring machine, Diogo Jota, where he's just got the, 8 goals in only 7 league starts for Liverpool this season. Not too bad. Where he's constantly been a threat as he just loves teasing the back of that net. He knows how to get it in the onion bag. And Liverpool also really need to fight for that top 4 finish right now, with some quite favourable fixtures for them coming up soon, playing the likes of Villa, Leeds, Newcastle, Southampton, West Brom, Burnley, Palace, and all of them in there. All of the spicy ones where they could get all of the goals. But hey, so a cheap goal scoring boy in Jota is here, who could be a very, very good shout to get you all of the point. But you know what, lads? Those fixtures are actually turning Baker Boy on so much right here. The next player to join us is also a Liverpool lad, with that being the Sir Trent Alexander Crossing Fetish Arnold, hey! Where he's actually been pretty damn good lately, scoring 21 points in his last 2 games for Liverpool, as they have also kept back-to-back clean sheets as well, in not the easiest of games as well, to be fair. And Trent has also got the maximum bonus points in 3 of his last 5 games as well. That is not bad at all. But in this run at the end of the season, it is literally make or break for Trent to get back into that England team before the Euros this summer. So I think it's actually going to unlock a different beast in him this time, and I really think he's going to proper turn it on at the end of the season and do very, very well. He is very likely to be in the team. But then the next 2 lads that are going to join us here are also very likely to join us, but they might actually just be bench warmers and might not be starting for me at all. But we'll get into why after, okay? And those 2 players actually are the Matty Target the Points and the Brazilian Neymar Rafinha. Target has had a big hand in 15 clean sheets this season and also got 3 assists to his name, but his fixtures do take a turn for the worst right now. But the main reason he is in here because Villa are guaranteed a double game week at some point, and also in game week 33 when Spurs and Man City blank, he does have a quite nice fixture playing West Brom at home. But he'll also be the perfect high-owned backup defender I will need, and one that I can call upon if any of my defenders are not doing well or if Villa really turn around and pull out some very good results at the end of the season. And then the Brazilian starman Rafinha is also here, who also has a very tough run of fixtures right now, but he is also the main man, the main go-to man right now for one of the most attacking teams in the league. So even in quite tough fixtures, I do still think he's a perfect 12th man to have in there, and one that you can call upon if you really need him, but then he's also in there when Leeds fixtures go back to very good. And that is actually it for the guaranteed and most likely players to join me in my wildcard draft right now, as they have all shown very promising signs of scoring all of the points lately, with great fixtures in there and also great form, and they're all just great lads that could do very well for us, hey. So now, let's get into the lads that are all up in the air and ones I really undecided on, where if you do look at my team right now in the upcoming fixtures, I haven't yet actually got any players from Man City, Wolves or West Ham, and also the goalkeeper spot is actually proper wibbly-wobbly right now as well, isn't it? So Man City players, with me already having 2 Spursy fellas in there, the plan is actually just to have 2 Spursy and only 1 Man City, so when that blank game week 33 does come up, I will still have a full team ready for that. But then again, with Man City focusing on the Champions League, can I really trust a De Bruyne, a Gundogan, or even a Diaz to actually even play when I have them in my team? So, you know, it's a bit of a dodgy one there. And then the Wolves lads, I'm not too sure if I want a defender or midfielder because they haven't actually been the best lately, but then they also have the best fixtures. Do you just go for it and risk it, or do you just stay away from them? And then West Ham, I really wanted to get on that, but with now Declan Rice out, will that affect them too much? But the options I am considering from them is the walking protein shake in Antonio or Jesse Lingardinho, who, you know, he's just the best ever player. Could he be in? But for now, the players I actually have chosen to finish off this team for now are these. Well, we got a Diaz in defence, as I feel like he's the most likely one to start all the games for City, which, you know, is something I really want right now. A Connor Cody is here, more of a backup for the good fixtures, but I can also chuck him in if one of the other defenders aren't doing too well. And then an Antonio is here because he's been putting up some very promising numbers as of late. But then the goalkeeper spot is actually one of the biggest debates of the season right now, where I've had a Martinez for most of the season, and he's got the most points of anyone, but now his fixtures really turn... Can you taste that? Yeah, very sour indeed. But then again, as he's shown us, he can still score a 3, a 4, a 5-pointer in a game he doesn't keep a clean sheet. Now that is impressive. Or do we just chuck him out and get someone like a Mendy, a Lloris, a Schmeichel, a Patricio, or any other geezer that is in goals apparently? There is so many options to go for right now, or do we just stick with the Martinez? But for now, the main goalkeeper I have chosen is still a Martinez. He is still in here and he takes that goalkeeper spot. He will play in every game for the end of the season, no blanks for him, but he also does have a double game week coming up as well. But with all of the save points he gets, if he does manage to keep a clean sheet in some of these really tough fixtures, he could get like a 10, a 12 pointer, you know? And with so many saves and bonuses he gets, he could literally get 2 or 3 less clean sheets than another goalkeeper and still end up with more points than him through this run at the end of the season. So with that said, I think he's still got to be in the team. Still not guaranteed, but he's in there for now. And then I've also gone for the 4-star as a backup keeper, as he has has been playing quite a lot lately, but he is also very dirt cheap, lovely. But that is actually it for the Gameweek 31 wildcard draft. And this is my current team that I have ready. But, you know, it's definitely going to change about 300 more times in here, where every single fella here could have their jaw spun and all of the players could change. Where you never know, by the end of the week, we might even have a Phil Jones in the team. You never know, wild card, isn't it? But looking at the team right here, we have invested players in the likes of Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Spurs, Leicester, and West Ham. All of the ones fighting for Europe and all of the ones that really need to keep pushing to get all the results. But then we also have a very good Rafinha in here as the 12th man to cover any of the other players missing. We also have a Cody in here to cover any of the other defenders, where he has a very nice run of fixtures as well. And then we also have the double Villa ready for their double, but then also some very good spicy differentials in there with the likes of a Iheanacho, a Neto, and a Jota. Ones that can really do absolute bits for the rest of the season, whilst we are still not missing out on any of the other big geezers as well. We still have a Kane, we still have a Bruno, hey. So you know what? I'm actually very, very happy with this team right here. And my very first wildcard draft for the week. But if, and no, probably when changes will happen to this team, I will in fact be bringing them directly to you, and I might actually be reviewing some of your wildcard teams later on this week as well. That would be very nice. But that is it for today. So thanks for watching, and remember...
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.